Right, let's look at Uva Province practice paper for O-level mathematics. Right, paper 1 part A. First question is, it has been estimated 12 men can finish certain work within 6 days. How many men are required to finish the same work within 4 days? So 12 men in 6 days, that will be 72. So same amount of work has to be done by 4 men. So let's take the same amount of work has to be done in 4 days. So we have to find the number of men. So let's take the number of men as x. So 4x is equal to 72. Then x is equal to 72 over 4, 18. So 18 men are required to finish the same work in 4 days. Right. Next question. A 90-degree sector of a circle is cut out from a circle of radius 21 centimeters. Find the arc length of the sector of the circle. Right. So 90 degrees, radius 21. So this is quarter circle. So you can use the circumference formula. Circumference is 2 pi r divided by 4, because this is a quarter circle, or use the arc length formula. Both are correct. So what we need is pi over 2 times r. So half into 22 over 7 into 21, 11, 3, so 33 centimeters. Right. Then let's look at question number 3. Using the given diagram, find the magnitude of x. AB is parallel to CD. So AB parallel to CD means this angle and this angle are the same. So these are 30 degrees. Z-shaped angles, so those are 30 degrees. And then we want this angle. This is the external angle of ABE triangle. External angle is equal to the two internal angles, right? So x is equal to 30 plus 70, so 100 degrees. External angle is equal to these two internal angles, right? So that is 100. So then let's look at question 4. Solve the inequality and write the least positive integer value that satisfies x. So 3x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 13. That means 3x is greater than or equal to 17. So x is greater than or equal to 17 over 3. So that means x is greater than or equal to 5.66, right? This is 5.66. No, so therefore the smallest positive integer is what? 6. That is the answer. Right. Then let's look at number 5. ABC are on the circle with center O. P and Q are midpoints of the sides AB and BC. If AOP is 55 and OCQ is 30, find ABC. ABC is this one. So let me label ABC is X. I will label it as X. So because P is the midpoint of AB and OP line is the midpoint connected to the center. So this is going to be a perpendicular bisector. OP is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Similarly, because Q is a midpoint of CB and OQ is a perpendicular bisector of BC. Right. Then we also know AOC angle. Why? AOC is the angle subtended at the center, so that is going to be twice the angle subtended at the circumference is x, no, so then this is 2x, and from COQ triangle, this angle is 60, right? This is 90 30, so that has to be 60, right? Then let's look at PBQO. Let me show that with a different color. This quadrilateral is what? These two are 90, this is x, then this has to be 180 minus x. So then look at the angles about the point O. Total angles about point O is 360, no? So then there's 2x, 55, 60, and this orange angle 180 minus x. So then that has to be equal to 360. Now simplify. We have 240, 295 plus x equals 360, and the angle we want to find is then 65 degrees. Right. So here we use some properties of triangles, quadrilaterals, and some circle theorems to get the answer. Right. Then they say last 9 numbers of a set of 15 numbers arranged in ascending order is given below. The interquartile range of the above data is 14. Find the first quartile. So Q3 minus Q1 is given, which is the interquartile range, that is 14. And Q1, this is 15. 15 means Q1 is the fourth term, right? 15 plus 1 over 4. So 4. Then the third quartile would be 12th term. So Q1 is here. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is Q3. So we have found Q3. Now we can find Q1. Q3 is 22. So 22 minus Q1 is 14, interquartile range. So Q1 is 8. Right. Then let's look at number 7. In the triangle ABC, AB equals AC. So this one equals this one, AC. And in triangle CDE, CD is equal to CE. CED is 35 as marked in the diagram. Find the magnitude of BAC, this one. Right. So CD and CE are equal, so then that triangle is isosceles, so this is 35. Then we can find this angle ACB, that is the external angle of CDE, so that is equal to the sum of the internal angles, so this is going to be 70. So because ABC is also isosceles, no? So then this is also 70. So then BAC is what? 180 minus 70 and 70. So 40 degrees. Right. Then number 8. Express log 3.7 equals 0.5682 in index form. So this is easy, 10 3.7 is equal to what? 10 raised to 0.5682 is equal to 3.7. Right. There are certain number of milk flavored and tamarind flavored toffees in a bottle. The probability of toffee taken being tamarind flavored at random from this bottle is 5/9. If there are 24 milk flavored toffees in the bottle, find the number of tamarind flavored toffees. Right, so milk 24, will say tamarind there's X number of toffees. That's what we want to find. And we have been given what? The probability of toffee being tamarind, which is 5/9. So total toffees are how much? Milk plus tamarind, so 24 plus X. Then the given probability is for tamarind, so 5/9 is equal to what? X is the number of tamarind toffees, total number of toffees is 24 plus X. Now we have the equation, so solve this equation to get X. So this is just basic probability. Favorable outcomes over total outcomes. Total outcomes is 24 plus X. Favorable is the tamarind, so X over total is the required probability, which is 5/9, right? Okay, solve this in equation then. 120 plus 5x equals 9x. So 4x equals 120. So x equals 30. So 30 tamarind toffees. Right, next one is what? Points A, B, C, D are on the circle with center O. ABC is a equilateral triangle. Find the magnitude of BCD. So this angle, we need to find this angle. We are given ABC is a equilateral triangle. So this angle we know is 60. And center is O. So AD is a diameter. So that means this big angle is 90. So ADC is made up of what? ADC is made up of 60 degrees plus the angle we want to find, BCD, and ADC is equal to 90 because DA is a diagonal. So then the angle at the circumference is going to be 90 degrees. Right, so then BCD is what? 30 degrees. Right, next one. If the minimum area of sheet of paper that requires to cover curved surface of a right circular cylinder of radius 7 centimeter and height h is this amount. So there's a cylinder, radius 7, height h we need to find, and this surface area is given, circular, the curved one, which is 352. So the curve area is what? 2 pi RH, which is equal to 352. So then apply the values. 22 over 7, R is given 7, H is what we want to find. So now just simplify. 7's cancel, 2 and 352 become 176. So H equals 176 over 22, which is 8 centimeters. So the height is 8. Right. Next question. Find the following using the Venn diagram. Number of elements in A intersection B. So this is A intersection B. No, there are two elements, so 2. Then this one we have to write the elements in A intersection, sorry, A complement intersection B. So A complement is what? Everything not in A, 3, 6, 7 and 2. B is what? B is 3, 6, 7, 4, 9. So the intersection is what? Intersection between these two sets, A complement and B, is 3, 6, 7. So the common terms 3, 6, 7 between A complement and B. Look for the common terms in A complement and B, which is 3, 6, 7. Right, then number 13. Achini can walk on a flat surface at a speed of 3 meters per second and on a surface with a 20-degree incline at a speed of 2. So incline 2 meters per second, flat surface 3 meters per second. The path from her house to the bus stop consists of 50 meter straight road with 20-degree incline and 75 meter straight road with flat surface. Find the time it takes for her to go from her house to the bus stop. So 50 meter incline, so that she walks with 2 meters per second, so 50 over 2 is that time. Then for the 75 flat surface, she walks with 3 meters per second, so divide by 3. So what you get? 25 plus 25, so 50 seconds. Right, then let's look at number 14. A, B, C, D, E are 5 points on a circle. The produced BC and ED meet at F. If BAE is 82, so this is 82. CFD, this one is 66. Find the magnitude of BGE. So we won't find this angle. Right. So then let's see. If this is 82, we know this angle is 98. Why? Because this is a cyclic quadrilateral. A, E, D, B is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, B, D, E has to be 98 degrees because opposite angles add up to 180. Right. Then we know this angle has to be what? 66 plus this angle has to be equal to 98, because the external angle has to match the sum of the two opposite internal angles in a triangle. So 66 plus 32, right? So this is that. Then this angle is also 32. Why? Look at CD. Then angles in the same segment. So you can go from C to D, this big sector. Then these two are in the same segment, so they have to be the same. This one, right? So that is 32 means this one is also in the same segment, so that has to be also 32. once you have that, again you look at EGD triangle. Look at EGD triangle. Then the external angle G has to be equal to what? The two internal angles. So BGD, which is what, sorry, BGE, which is what we want to find, is equal to what? 32 plus 98. So 130 degrees. So the two internal angles is equal to the external angle. So you get 130 as the answer. Right. Next we have number 15. Express the equation of the straight line AB in the form of y equals mx plus c. So c is clear now, that is 6. The y-intercept is 6. So then the equation has this form, y equals mx plus 6. To find the m value gradient, substitute this point, other point. So x is 4, y is 2. So 2 equals 4m plus 6. So then 4m equals minus 4. So m equals minus 1. So the equation is minus x plus 6. Right. Then what is the next one? ABCD is a regular pentagon. Name a pair of triangles that has to be congruent to become AP equals PD. So which two triangles have to be congruent to make AP equals PD? So these two we can make APB and PDC to be congruent, right? If they are congruent, AP has to be equal to PD. So APD triangle and PDC triangle, those are the two triangles we need to make congruent. Then AP equals PD. Right. Then number 17, product of two matrices is given below. Find the values represented by A and B. Right. So then we can write two equations now. 3 into 5 plus 4 into A is going to be equal to 7. So 15 plus 4A equals 7. So 4A equals minus 8. So A equals minus 2. Then you can use the second row and create this next equation. 2 into 5 plus minus 1 into A equals B. So 10 minus 2, A is minus 2, is equal to B. So B is equal to 12. Right. So then let's look at number 18. In the given circle with center O, Q is the midpoint of the chord AB. The produce OQ meets the circle at P if the radius of the circle is 10 centimeters and OQ to QP is 3 to 2 ratio. OQ to QP is 3 to 2 ratio. Find the length of AB. Right. So OP is what? The perpendicular bisector of AB. So these angles are 90. Then let me create this right angle triangle. So OA we know is a radius, so that is 10. OP is also a radius, and this ratio is given. So OQ to QP is 3 to 2. That means OQ length is what? 6, no? So this length is 6. OP length is 4. Right. So AO and OB are equal, no? So let's find AO using AOQ. AQ and QB are equal. So let's find AQ using AOQ triangle. Use Pythagoras theorem. So 10 squared is equal to 6 squared plus AQ squared. So AQ squared is equal to 64. So AQ is equal to 8. So then AB is double of that. No? AB is double of that. So 16 centimeters. Right. So next, factorize. So A is 2, B is -9, C is 4. So let's find AC, which is 8. So we have to break this so that B is equal to -9. When you add the two factors, you should get -9. So only way that can happen is what? -8. No, wait. AC is 8. So -8 -1, there's no other way to create that. So 2x squared minus 8x minus x plus 4. Now group and factor. 2x you can take from the first two terms, x minus 4. Take -1 out of the first term from here, so then x minus 4 again. So then take x minus 4 out, so 2x minus 1 is the other factor. So that is the factored form. Right. Then second term and third term of a geometric progression are 21 and 63. Right. So common ratio is what? You can do third term divided by the second term. So 63 divided by 21, so 7. Sorry, not 7, 3. 63 divided by 21 is 3. What is the first term? First term is what? We'll use the common ratio again. R is equal to what? Second term divided by the first term. So 3 is equal to 21 divided by first term. So 3a is equal to 21. So the first term is 7. Right. So that is the answer for 20. Right. 21. Area of the cross section of the given prism is 28 square centimeters. So this is 28. Area of the shaded BCD of triangular face is 70. So find the volume of the prism. To find the volume of the prism, we need this length. No, that is why that shaded area is given. 7 into x is equal to 70. So then the length is 10. So then the volume is what? 28 into 10. So 280 cubic centimeters. Cross section area into length. Length was missing. To find the length, they gave us the shaded area. So using that, we can find the length first, then we can find the volume like that. Okay, next one. Solve this equation. Right. So multiply out the denominators first. So common multiple will be, common denominator, common multiple will be 18x. No, common denominator. So you can multiply by 18x, or you can first multiply by 2x and do it like that also. Everything is multiplied by 2x. So then 1 plus 2 over 3 equal to 5x over 9. So then multiply everything by 9. 9 plus 6 plus 6 equal to 5x. So 5x equals 15. So x equals 3. Right. Then 23. Importing mobile phones, a 40% duty is charged if the price of a mobile phone after paying the duty was 56,000. Find the price of the mobile phone before paying the duty. So 56,000 is the after paying 40%. So this is 140% of the original. So we need to divide this by 140 and multiply by 100 to get the original price. So what is the original price? You can cancel that 0, 400 into 100, so 40,000. 40,000 is the original price. Find the least common multiple of 2xy, 6xy squared, 9x squared. So first find the common multiple of 269, which is 18. Then the x terms, so x squared, then the y terms, which is y squared. Right, then what do we have? A land that is bounded by the straight roads AB and BC given in the diagram. It is required to place a water pot 5 meters away from the road BC and equidistant to the points A and B. Equidistant to points A and B. Using the knowledge of Loki, find and mark the place to keep the water pot in the given diagram. So the point has to be equidistant to A and B. So what is the equidistant to A and B? Draw the perpendicular bisector line to AB. Along that point, along that straight line, your point should be marked. So this is where it should be. It should be 5 meters from BC also. So there's the point. It should be along the perpendicular bisector of AB line. Then it's equidistant from A and B and 5 meters from BC line. So this is the point. Right. Then let's look at part B of the first paper. From the money collected from annual trip of grade 11 students, Madhimaha Central College, 1/3 was spent on bus fares, 3/4 of the remaining on food. After that, half of the remaining was spent on entry tickets to the places they visited. Now the remaining amount is 7,000. Right. Express the remaining amount of money after giving for bus fares as a fraction from whole. Express the remaining amount of money after giving for bus fares as a fraction from whole. So 1/3 was given to bus fares, so 1 minus 1/3, so 2/3 is the remaining. Express the amount of money spent for food as a fraction from whole. So 2/3 was remaining, and from that 3/4 was spent on food. So 3 is cancelled. 2 over 4 is half. So half was spent on food. Find the amount spent for food. So we know 1/3 was spent for bus fares, half for food, and now we need to find the fraction for the tickets. So 1 minus 1/3 minus half. So far 1 over 6. So 1 over 6 was remaining. So out of that 1 over 6, half was spent on tickets. So 1/12 was spent on tickets. So 1/12 was left. So that 1/12 is the 7,000 rupees. So 1/12 is equal to 7,000 rupees. So then we want to find the amount spent on So 1/12 is 7,000. Then total is what? Total is 7,000 into 12. So 84,000. And half was spent on food. We want the food amount. So 84,000 over 2. So 42,000 was spent on food. Right. If the number of participants who participated for the trip is 84, amount of money, find the amount of money collected from one person. So total is 84,000 divided by the number of people 84. So 1,000. Each person had to pay 1,000. Right. So that is the first question of part B. Now let's look at part B, second question. Mr. Arjuna has a house and a financial building within municipal council area. 12% annual rates is charged for the houses as rates. If the annual assessed value of the house is 24,000 rupees, find the rates charged for a quarter. So 24,000 is the house value, 12% is charged, so 12 over 100. We want 1/4, so this is the annual amount, so we have to multiply by 1/4 to get the quarter amount. Cancel the zeros. 12 over 4 is 3, so 3 into 240, so 720. So for a quarter has to pay 720. The ratio between the annual assessed value of the financial building and the house is 5:2. Okay, if 3,600 rupees are paying as rates for the financial building for a quarter, calculate the annual rate percentage charge for the financial building and find how many times it is it from the annual rates percentage charge from the house. So the financial building to house is 5:2 ratio, the value. So what is the financial building value then? Financial to house is 5:2. So 5 over 2. Financial house we know which is 24,000. So then the financial building is what? 5 over 2 times 24,000. So 12,000 into 5, 60,000. So we have to first find that. Then for the financial building, he pays 3,600 per quarter. So then to find the rate, we have to multiply that by 4 and divide by 60,000. Then multiply by 100. So simplify. Zeros cancel. Zeros cancel. So 144 over 6, or 24%. That is the rate. Then the next part is how many times is it from the annual rates percentage charge from the house. House is 12%. No. House is 12%. This is 24%. So 2 times. Right. The next question. 2% reduction is given when paying the rates for an annum one time for the house and the building at the beginning of the year. Find the profit he can gain through this process. So total he has to pay how much? 4,400 for the building, and for the house 720 times 4, which is 2,880. So 17,280. That is the total amount he has to pay, and if he pays that at the beginning of the year, he will get a 2% reduction. So that is the profit he is going to make if he pays it at the beginning. So divide 1 over 5. So 345 5.6, 345.6. That is the profit if he pays the full amount at the beginning of the year. Right, now let's look at the third question. Rough diagram of a batch that was designed for a math society is given below. It consists of ABC right angle triangular shape and ACD sector. Find the area of ACD sector. So this is 35. So this is 90 degrees. So quarter circle. So ACD is a quarter circle. So half pi r squared. Sorry, not half. 1/4 pi r squared. Pi r squared is the area of a circle. This is 1/4 of that. So 1/4 into 22/7, 35 into 35. So simplify. 5 to 11. So we have 175 into 11/2. So that is how much? 1750. 1925/2. So that is 950, 962.5, right? 962.5. Right, that is the area of the ACD sector. Right, then find the length BC and the area of the batch. Right, so apply Pythagoras theorem to ABC triangle. So 35 squared is equal to 28 squared plus BC squared. So BC squared is equal to 35 squared minus 28 squared. So then use difference of squares to simplify this. 35 minus 28 into 35 plus 28. So BC squared is 7 into 63. Then 63 can be written as what? 7 into 9. So this is 7 squared. 9 is what? 3 squared. So now it is easy to find BC. Take the square root of both sides. So 7 into 3, 21 centimeters. So this is 21. Right. It is required to no, there's one more. No, find length BC and area of the batch. So then find the area of the triangle, which is what? Triangle area is half into 28 into 21. So 14 into 21, 140, 280, 294. So total area is what? Total is 294 plus 962.5. So 1056.5. So 1256.5 square centimeters. Right, next one is, it is required to attach 2 strands of gold thread along the boundary of this logo. Calculate the minimal length of thread required for this. So then we have to calculate this length, CD length, that arc length. So that is a quarter circle, no? So that is going to be 1/4 of the circumference. So 2 pi r over 4. So half into pi, which is 22 over 7, into 35 radius. So 5, 11, so that is 55. So this is 55 centimeters. Right. So we found that. Now it is required to attach 2 strands of gold thread along the boundary of this logo. So what is the perimeter? Let's find the perimeter first, which is 28 plus 21, this one plus this one, plus 55 and 35, plus 55 and 35. So 90, 111, 139. So we have to attach 2 strands, no? So double of this. So 278 centimeters are required. 28, 21, 49, 55, 104, 35, 139. Yes. So double of that. We are attaching 2 strands, right? Then let's look at number 4. Question number 4. Mathematics knowledge contest is one of the events of all island mathematics competition. One team from each of the 9 provinces participates in this contest. The team that wins the first place receives gold medal, and the team that wins the second receives silver medal. Indicate the relevant sample space of winning the awards in the given grid using mark X. So let's see. So Central wins gold medal. Let the method. All line method. First place receives the gold medal. The team that wins the second receives the silver medal. Indicate the relevant sample space of winning the awards in the given grid. Right. So this means what? Gold is won by Central province, and the other provinces has the ability to get silver, right? So those cases. Then for the eastern one, you mark it like that. Then N, because one team can't win both silver and gold, so CCEENN you leave open, others put the cross. So do the same thing for the rest. So this is what is the Sabaragam. So here we can't put a cross here because same province can't win what? Both gold and silver. Right, so that is the sample space. enclose the event of winning the gold medal or silver medal by the team over in the grid and find the probability of it. Gold or silver by over. So this and this. Gold or silver by over. So total how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 72. Over how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, you have to include this also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right, so then over winning probability is 16 over 72. So 2 over 9. Right. Then part B. The mathematics knowledge contest and the mathematics puzzle solving contest are two parts of all island mathematics competition. The probability of senior over provincial team winning gold medal in mathematics knowledge contest is 1/3, and the probability of winning a gold medal in the mathematics puzzle contest is 4/5. Accordingly, an incomplete tree diagram drawn to indicate whether they will win or not a gold medal in this year's all island mathematics competition is shown below. Part 1. Complete the tree diagram by indicating corresponding probabilities. So this is 2/3 now. Right. Mathematics knowledge. Then this is mathematics puzzle. The probability of senior or provincial team winning gold medal in mathematics knowledge is 1/3, right? Probability of winning gold medal in mathematics puzzle. Winning, losing is 4/5. So then this losing 1/5, winning 4/5, losing 1/5. Right. Extend the tree diagram for the event of winning or losing. We did the second part also. Extend the tree diagram for the event of winning or losing the gold medal in the mathematics puzzle competition. Right. So first two parts are done. Using the above, find the probability of winning a gold medal in one event only in these two competitions. So then that is what? Win knowledge so winning knowledge and losing math puzzle. So 1/3 into 1/5, so 1/15. Then the other way they can win one gold medal is losing math knowledge and winning math puzzle. So 2/3 into 4/5, so 8 or 15. So add these two and you get the answer for part 3, winning only one gold medal. So 9 over 15, 3 over 6, 3 over 5. Right. So then let's look at question number 5. The following pie chart is drawn to depict the bilingual teachers who were called to the National Institute of Education to introduce new education reforms. 1/3 of the total number of teachers are mathematics. 1/3. So that means this is what, 120 degrees. The number of mathematics teachers is twice the number of civic education teachers. The number of geography teachers and health teachers are equal. Right. These are equal. Health and geography equal. Number of mathematics teachers is twice the number of civic education. So this is 16 of them. Civic teachers is half of maths. So then we have 120, 220, 280. So XC is going to be 40. So these are 40 degrees. Health and geography is going to be 40 degrees each in the pie diagram, right? Okay, find the number of mathematics teachers if the number of science teachers who participated in this program is 40. Right. Science 40. That is 100 degrees. So find the number of mathematics teachers if the science teachers who participate in this program is 40. So 1 is 2.5. Right. So then we want 120 divided by 2.5. 48. So 48 is the mathematics teachers. Find the magnitude of the angle of the sector representing geography. Okay, we already found that. That is 40 degrees. Right, so that is done. Then part B, the incomplete histogram and its corresponding cumulative frequency curve drawn to represent information from a frequency distribution on the ages and number of participants of a group of 150 people who attended the function are shown below. Complete the cumulative frequency curve using the histogram. Right. So at 30 you have 40. At 30, 40. At 40 you have 100. Right. So then at 30 you have 40. So at 20 you have 10. At 20, at age 20 you have 10, and at 10 you have 0. Right. So that's the completed cumulative frequency diagram. Right. Complete the histogram using the cumulative frequency curve. So from 40 to then next is 50. 50 you have 140. No, you have 140. So 100. So this section, what is the difference? 40 people. Cumulative is 140. No, Cumulative up to 40 is 100, so the difference is 40. So between 40 and 50 you only have 40 people. So histogram, its frequency, no, not the cumulative frequency. So you have to have only 40 people. The difference between these 2 points, 140 and 100. Right, then for the next interval, again difference is what? This is 150, no, difference is 10. So 50 to 60, right? No, not 50 to 60, it is 3 boxes, no, this goes to 3. 50 to 65, 50 to 65, 50 to 65. Wait, 50 to 65, yes, 50 to 65. So the frequency is 10, right? 50 to 65 is 10. We have to now, let's see, right? So this one, ten frequency, this is, other intervals have been all been 10, no, this is 15. So you have to do 1.5, so 6.6, so 2/3 this length. Right, so that's the histogram. Because this interval is different from the other ones, that's why we have to do a different height, not 10. We have to do 10 over 1.5. This is 1.5 of the normal length. Normal length is 10, this is 15, so height is 2/3 there. Right, okay, so that is the first paper. Then in the next video we'll look at the second paper.